saddle baby thing, right?
No? Okay, I'll say it louder. Wash your hands, arms, feet, and legs for those on the right. They were just letting go.
Say hi. Here we go.
Hi.
We're going on our safari.
Safari.
Sunday Saddle Warden and Monday. Let's go. Alright, jumbo, everyone. My name is Chelsea T, and I will be your driver on today's safari. Is it anyone's first safari? No. Is it anyone's first safari in forever?
Yes.
Yes. Well, let's see, while we're out there, you're probably going to want to take as many pictures as humanly possible. So keep those cameras and phones in a sports or action setting. Also, as with every other attraction here in Animal Kingdom, we must ask all guests to please keep your face covering on and above your nose at all times. Also, please do not drop anything from the truck, because if you do drop it, kids go get it, and you might not get it back. So keep a tight grip. Now, we're starting your safari in the Little Ituri Forest part of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Within there are a lot of trees, a lot of bushes, and a lot of animals that like to hide behind them. A lot. So keep a sharp eye out, and we will see what we can find.
Good. Oh yeah.
Over there?
Oh, on your right-hand side already, that is an okapi.
Okapi.
Looking
Over
at those legs, you might notice it's rocking quite a bit of zebra chic. But for all of that style, it is not at all related to the zebra. It's related to the giraffe. Yeah, in common,
There's
they have
Okapi over here, honey.
style tongues that help them
Hi,
navigate about
Okapi.
trees and bushes,
There he is, he's
and
so
fur-covered
close.
horns on top of their heads called ossicum. On your left-hand side, there's a light tan antelope. She is called a greater kudu. I can tell she's female because she does not have horns. Male greater kudu, on the other hand, will grow their horns to be about 6 feet long, kind of a record around here in the forest. Also, on your left-hand side, you have these bongos. Bongos are considered the ghosts of the forest because of how rarely they are seen. So we're very lucky to be able to find them. Notice their horns are very slick back to their heads, so they can easily slide through the brush around here without getting tangled.
There's a ducky. You're right. Hi, ducky. There's hippos in there?
Coming up on your right-hand
this is the
side,
rhino
on this hill,
one.
there is a very large bird of black and white. No, not a penguin. That is a saddle-billed stork. When they're standing up straight, they're about 5 feet tall, and they have a wingspan of about 8 to 9 feet.
He's totally
I think this is the
Now, why
rhino.
that is?
I think
Look
this
at
is the
canopy
rhino
above your
exhibit.
head.
the rhinos.
Comparable to their wingspan.
Whoa.
I got her.
Okay.
They're normally pretty solitary birds. However, when they mate for life. So if we can find another around here, then we might have found a couple living happily ever after. In order to identify a male from a female, all you have to do is look into their eyes and you will know the truth. Literally, their eye color helps to identify one from the other. Females have yellow eyes and males have brown. If you look backwards on your left, there is a black rhinoceros up there. Look backwards on your left.
Wow.
They can get to be about 3,000 pounds when fully grown, but it's a rather rare sight, and there are less than 5,000 of them left in the world today. Extremely unfortunate, and honestly, it doesn't make sense. See, they get poached for their horns, but their horns are made of the same thing that our fingernails and hair is made of keratin. So why are they getting poached for something we already have? There's a lot of keratin on this truck alone. Very well found here. Animals of the forest ideally like to stay hidden, stay outside, and blend in, and they use their large ears and good hearing to help them identify what other animals are around. But as for us, we are emerging from the forest, and we just made it to the Safi River. Now, see, animals around here prefer to hide under the sea. Under the river. So you just have to search the water for them. Oh, ahead. Up ahead.
Look in the water. Look in the water.
Right,
There's a hippo.
ahead in the water. Ahead.
There's a hippo.
There's a hippo in the water.
Nile hippopotamus.
There's another one under there.
Oh, just around the river and on your left-hand side, there are a few more. They can get to be about 5,500 pounds when fully grown, and they can hold their breath for about 8 minutes. Only thing is, they are extremely territorial, which makes them one of the most dangerous animals here in Africa. So we are going to want to get off their territory soon. But before you run really far away, you might notice they're rocking a bit of a rosy tone to their skin. That's because hippos secrete a pink ooze known as blood sweat. It sits on their skin and acts as a sunscreen so that they don't get as burnt in the sun.
There's another one
But the thing is,
underwater.
they're not the only ones around here to turn pink. The gray birds on the islands are literally called pink-backed pelicans. Their backs will turn pink during mating season so they can attract a mate. So then pink is a very attractive color.
Wow.
Skin on their backs will turn pink.
Beautiful.
Oh, sharp teeth on these Nile crocodiles.
Oh, the crocodiles.
They can get to be about 16 feet long when fully grown. When you see them holding open their mouths, that is not so they can show off their pearly whites. Rather, it's so they can let out all that hot body heat within them because they are cold-blooded creatures, or ectothermic, meaning they rely on their external environment to determine their internal temperature. Another technique they use for mating still for long periods of time, but as that was how they can hold their breath for about 2 hours, and you have got some excellent ambush animals. So, yes, although the river is quite a beautiful place, it is also home to quite a few dangerous creatures. So we'll step headed away from there now. Yeah, the Mississippi, I mean river. Now, I'm sure there are many beautiful creatures you'd love to see on your safari today, and I'd love to ask you what they are, but I'm having a hard time hearing you for some reason. So I'm going to name a few creatures you might see, and if you want to see it, do something weird and fun with your arms. So, elephants. Yes, lions. Yes, and giraffes. Yes, and cheetahs. Yes, and wolves, and warthogs, and zebras, and tigers. No, wait, not tigers. Tigers live in Asia, and Asia's like hundreds of miles away from here. Now let's see, a majority of the animals we just named live on the savannah, and can you guess where we just made it to?
The savannah.
Now the savannah, as you can see, is a lot more open than the forest is. There's less bushes here, less trees, less water than the salty river, but it is perfect for the animals of this environment.
Giraffe. Just like on Kiwi's dress.
See it on your right hand side, there is a Maasai giraffe.
favorite animal.
But the giraffes, you see?
Hi.
Yeah, we're gonna get even closer.
Maasai is in reference to their patterns.
Is it Miss Candace or Miss Jane?
Let's see, if you were to compare a Maasai giraffe to maybe a reticulated giraffe, it'd be easy to identify the Maasai giraffe because it almost looks like someone went up to the giraffe with a humongous paintbrush and a glorious watercolor palette to individually paint each and every one of those unique spots. Versus a reticulated giraffe, it looks more like someone used a grid pattern to make each and every one of those spots. Keep that in mind next time you look it up. Maasai giraffes can get to be about 18 to 20 feet tall when fully grown. When they're born, they're about 6 feet tall. So you have a reference of height. The armrest on this truck is about 6 feet into the air. Yes, animals as seen from the truck are taller than they appear. Interesting. On your left-hand side, a little hard to identify, but they are over there. There are some painted dogs, or African wild dogs. You might see the den, you'll see a boulder next to the den, and then there's a bit of grass, and then like 10 feet past the boulder, there's painted dogs, or African wild dogs. Those are the splotches of yellow, black, and white.
Where are they? I don't see
They
'em.
have a very high success rate when it comes to
you're
catching their
right.
prey. Let's understand how high it is. Lions have a 10% success rate. These guys have a 90% success rate. And that's because rather than chasing and then pouncing on their prey, they will chase and chase and chase the prey until the prey just drops from exhaustion. And then they go catch it. On your left-hand side here, those are called sable antelope. They are very fierce, solitary, territorial creatures. Notice how they're each kind of facing a different direction. They're looking out for danger. They are free.